Bum, 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 bum! Double corpse alert, chickadees! Stop me if you've heard this one. Investigation, then trial!
Oh, great. The damn bear. As if he weren't taxing enough, he has to suck all the fun out of this round.
Thanks for the buzzkill.
I believe we'd all appreciate it if the pair of you could rein in your callousness just a smidge.
I'm in no mood to be delicate. I've wasted enough mental energy on this farce as it is.
Yasuhiro. Odd final words.
No, it's quite telling. That's Hagakure's first name.
Very well, I'll sum up. Hagakure dons a ridiculous costume, attacks you, then kills these two before playing hide-and-seek with their remains for reasons best known to himself. Case closed. Let's get him.
What about the other one? Kirigiri is still missing, right?
No, just don't go there.
I'm sorry, Naegi, but we must at least consider the possibility she was his accomplice.
A rather fruitless venture to involve herself in. Only the actual killer is eligible to graduate. Unless she herself struck these fellas down.
The girl gets a great big old goose egg!
Granted, this has all the benchmarks of an open and shut case. However, I still think a thorough investigation is called for.
Yeah, sure. You guys search for clues, I'll try to find the others. Where could they've gone? It's not like this place is that big.
Naegi,
Kiri, jeez! Where have you been? I was
bring everyone to the pool.
Well, we're all waiting for an explanation. Out with it! This is no time to play coy. Why are we here?
This.
Justice Robo?
Reality slips far away, fiction comes alive, we start to play. Hope is no more behind the closed door as we drift away from where we were before. Hope and hopelessness become one, it's all meaningless, we've already begun. Yup, we are all one and the same, never opposites, we play the same game.
Walk the line between hope and despair, running from the truth but it's already here. Told so many lies, I don't know if they can find me. Only one life to live, so choose wisely. Heads or tails, even though the side you're on doesn't really matter if it's on the same point. If you want to achieve, you gotta believe the time right now, there's the door, is the key.
Oh, it is officially not my day.
Yamada's dying words were in reference to this one's given name.
So why'd he shut himself in a locker?
Oh, help, please!
Next time, choose a costume that bends at the waist. Word to the wise, form equals function.
There's a clasp on the back.
Not so rough, man. It pinches like
Someone
a mother.
prefers their cosplay rather form-fitting. How did you get into this?
Cardinal rule of cosplay, make sure you can still go to the can!
Hold on, you don't think I made this piece of crap? I swear on my life it wasn't me. Some joker slipped a note under my door, told me to meet him after hours in the game room. I show up like a moron, and bam, lights out. Easy. When I woke up, I'd been crammed into this thing.
Very interesting. Show us the note.
Yeah, no problem. I think I stuck it in my pocket.
If you want us to take your story seriously, I suggest you find it.
Oh, whatever! Stop playing us! Just admit you're the culprit already!
Excuse me? The hell are you talking about?
However he got there, it's a good thing we found him alive. First-rate detective work, Kiri. What were you on the outside, an amateur sleuth?
Yesterday.
Girl, chill.
Kiri, hold up! I need to talk to you! No offense, but where were you this whole time? When we split up, it's like you just vanished.
Working a separate investigation.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look, don't worry about it.
I just wanna...
It's nothing, all right? Leave it. I need to see the bodies while they're still fresh.
There's something you definitely don't think you're gonna hear when you wake up in the morning. Wounds indicate death from blunt force trauma to the head. Evidence suggests both were killed with the same type of weapon. So far, that's all the info we've got.
Both murders occurred back to back, the second victim expiring in full view of witnesses, correct?
Yeah.
Very well. It doesn't give us much, but it's a start. Let's hope the bodies themselves have more to add.
Managed to scrounge up a handful of possible clues. Not that they make much sense. The thing that puzzles me most was Yamada saying Hagakure's first name as he died. Could things really be that simple?
Alright, let's get the ball rolling! Someone's grubby little paws were itching for some easy cash. Bad enough to make a murder not one, but two of your classmates! Who was it?
But that's a big mystery!
Oh?
Not only does he lack a credible alibi for murder and/or body snatching, he was caught in flagrante wearing the cosplay in question. That's you, Yasuhiro Hagakure.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Oh, give it a rest! Yamada said your name with his last breath!
Son of a... So what? I was in La La Land the whole time, remember?
Shut your lie hole, murderer!
Dude, like you're one to judge!
Order, please. Much though it pains me to say so, further evidence has been uncovered. Highly suggestive items were found in your room. Together, these parts and blueprints speak for themselves. The soothsayer is without a doubt our murderer.
No, that's incorrect! It can't be established beyond a reasonable doubt that he wrote those blueprints himself.
You have something to share?
Matter of fact, yes I do. This is the note Hagakure wrote me earlier today. Look closely, compare the handwriting. They don't match up.
He likely changed styles to cover his tracks.
My writing's barely legible as it is!
Something else. After killing Ishimaru, the murderer almost certainly used the flatbed cart to move his body. We can deduce as much from the blood on its wheels. But the Justice Robo costume doesn't bend at the waist, meaning Hagakure couldn't have operated the cart while wearing it.
I see. So Hagakure was indeed subdued and stuffed into the outfit as he maintains, ergo not our culprit.
Naeki, bro, thanks! I owe you
Kids
big!
are regular Sam Spade! Hold on a sec. What about the pic Celestia has of Justice Robo attacking Yamada?
Exactly. Hagakure couldn't very well have accomplished that unconscious.
You both raise a fine point. With photographic evidence, he's still our only plausible suspect.
Wait, don't shrug him off!
Yes, we're jumping the proverbial gun here. It behooves us to weigh all possibilities carefully. Too much is still in question.
If Hagakure's innocent, we've but one other choice. The only person who lacks an alibi for the time of the murders. And I'm afraid that's you, Kirigiri. You must be the perpetrator.
A fair assumption. But ask yourself whether, even with a flatbed cart, a girl of my size would be capable of moving Yamada.
Well, a gal the size of an ogre would be!
Yeah, but the ogre was on the second floor at the time, wasn't she?
Only one person could have managed it. Consider the possibility that Yamada simply moved himself. As in, he walked up the stairs of his own volition.
But that would mean he would have been alive the entire time.
No, I'm afraid that doesn't make a lick of sense.
What precisely contradicts my theory?
The timing of the corpse announcement, for one. It was played at exactly the moment Yamada's body was found the first time, in the nurse's office.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't Yamada and Ishimaru found within moments of each other?
So Monokuma cut corners by making an announcement that covered both discoveries.
I do not cut corners, young lady. Count 'em, one announcement per corpse, according to protocol.
Fine. Discounting their obvious change of position, nothing on either body indicated movement. Nor is Yamada a good enough actor to have played possum so convincingly.
You're leaving something out!
By all means, what detail have I missed?
When we first found Yamada's body, his glasses were dripping with blood. It's an image that stayed with me. But when he turned up later in the art supply room, his glasses were clean. He must have wiped them off to see where he was going. That's the only explanation.
Where'd the blood come from in the first place, then?
It's simple. There's an emergency stash in the nurse's office, presumably for transfusions. He'd have certainly had access.
Sounds like Tubby McFatass got kinda overzealous applying the realism rouge. Ha! What a rube!
And no one saw him while he was on the move.
Now that I consider it. While tracking down the bodies, Asahina and I noticed the art supply room was locked. That door can only be locked from the inside, so somebody had to be in there. All else being as you say, it must have been Yamada. He had probably just moved Ishimaru.
That's so creepy!
Indeed, and as it happens, I have hard evidence to back up Ogami's assumption. This scrap of paper was found in Ishimaru's hand. The rest, however, was stuffed into Yamada's unmentionables.
What were you doing in
You
there?
went trouser fishing?
Yes, whatever. Thankfully, I didn't have to dig very deep.
Oh, that's just like the one I got, telling me to go to the game room.
Almost, but not quite. Because this cryptic note led Ishimaru to an untimely demise, knowing it'd be used as evidence against him. Yamada hid it where he assumed no one would find it.
In his tiny whities!
Wait, the hammers, though. If we go by the order, Celestia and Yamada got conked, then Yamada got killed, followed by Ishimaru, right?
I'm starting to think the murderer numbered the hammers to mislead us. We now know Yamada wasn't actually killed until after Ishimaru. So the numbers don't really have anything to do with the order in which they were used.
Sure, that makes sense.
All right, then which hammer had the honor of dealing the fatal blow to Yamada?
The one hanging on the wall. It looked like somebody had washed it. I'm betting that's our final weapon. Call it Justice Hammer 5. Clearly, Yamada wasn't just an unfortunate victim in all this. He moved Ishimaru's body, so at the very least he was an accomplice. But accomplices don't graduate, do they? No. I think the real murderer conned Yamada into helping and then double-crossed him.
Okay, time's up, jurors. Justice be damned. The fat lady's in full voice. Who's the doity double dealer what persuaded our favorite basement dweller to help Moira the ex-hole monitor? Only to moisturelessly ice the blubber butt once he'd outlived his usefulness.
Dang it, this was so straightforward when we came in here. How are we supposed to figure it out now?
Yep, sucks when you got nothing else to go on.
Come now, the murderer must have slipped up somewhere.
We're dealing with a formidable strategist. Something tells me they dotted every I.
Then maybe it's not Hagakure. So let's not forget she without an alibi.
So what, our gooses are cooked? It's just game over for all of us?
All but one of us if we're wrong.
I've gotta think. There has to be something. Go back. Look at every detail. Consider every angle. Remember.
We're going to die. Picked off one by one till there's no one. Exactly like they were.
Wait, Celestia. You said something in the nurse's office earlier this afternoon, when we found Yamada's body. Can you please repeat it?
Well, let me think. What was it? I believe something like we'll be picked off one by one. Exactly like they were, if my memory serves. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. You were in a panic, I know. We all were. No one could blame you for talking out of your head like that. But they? At that point, you shouldn't have known Ishimaru was dead.
Speaking of things set in a panic, try to think clearly, Naegi darling. What about this photo?
Easy. It's not a snapshot of Yamada being attacked by Justice Robo at all.
No.
Look close. It's of him carrying an unconscious Hagakure.
Whatever did I do to make you want to paint me as the villain in all this?
Because even for a feeble-minded jackass, you couldn't be more sorely mistaken!
Celestia, what's gotten into you?
No, you're the only answer that ties up all the loose ends.
Are you deaf as you are thick? Yamada invoked the killer's friggin' name as he drew his final breath.
Why must you make it so difficult?
Damn it! Yasuhiro Hagakure is the murderer!
I'm sorry. And you almost pulled off the perfect crime.
Shut up! You know nothing, you hear me? Nothing!
The only thing we really don't know is your real name!
How dare you accuse me of sharing a ludicrous name like Yasuhiro with that troll! I should throttle you!
Fine, let's say I'm wrong! All you gotta do is tell us who you are!
Gladly, but I expect you to give me your full undivided attention! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg! Unless you've got proof otherwise, you can crawl back into the reeking cesspool from whence you came!
I got plenty of proof! Our digital notebooks are programmed to display our full names when we power them on. I'd like to see yours. The jig is up, and you've lost.
You've lost. Dear, oh dear. That string of words takes me back. Haven't heard them in a while. Roll the dice, and like that, it's over.
Is that a confession? You admit to killing them both?
Honesty, refreshing for a change.
What purpose would it serve to be a sore loser? The house does always have the advantage. Monokuma, sir, may we get this over with, please? I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
You got it, babe! Jurors, lock in your votes! Right again! Congratulations! The sinister strategist behind this dubious double homicide is none other than Celestia Ludenberg, a.k.a. Taiko Yasuhiro!
Yasuhiro, I was right.
If only the disgusting tub of lard would have kept his pie hole shut. A damn shame. Mark my words, this is the last time I'll put my faith in another human being.
I see. So you stole Alter Ego from the locker room to spur him on?
Oh yes, worked like a charm. A simple matter when you know which buttons to push. I'm sorry, I took this in Ishimaru's room.
Yeah! I knew he had it in him! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! But I thought Alter Ego was programmed to shriek if either of us came within 5 feet.
Forgive me. I was extorted into pilfering it on his behalf.
What?
No, that's not true. The fact is he raised a hand to me and I surrendered.
You filthy barbarian! On top of coming between me and the reason for my existence, he dared manhandle a lady? By the flaming moons of hell, I will be his apocalypse!
We'll do it together. Give him everything he deserves.
What manner of woman does that to a man?
And after playing dead for you, what, pray tell, did Yamada think was next on his to-do list?
Stammer something to the effect of his having barely escaped with his life, or what have you. If pressed for details, he could always feign amnesia.
And Fat Ass actually went along with it?
As far as he was concerned, the plan was for me to kill one of you while he was being interrogated. I'd have a distraction, he'd have an alibi. He followed along like a loyal puppy till the bitter end, believing I'd hatched a plan by which we'd both graduate. Love leaves one vulnerable to all sorts of foolishness, I suppose.
So your back wasn't against the wall when you killed him? You were planning to do it from the beginning!
I was desperate. The plan is scarcely coherent unless the one who plays dead winds up dead in fact later on, or then what's the point?
Desperate. You out of everyone here?
No joke. What about living in harmony and making the best of things and all that
That
noise?
was bullshit! You idiots don't know the first thing about desperate! I'd have mowed down all of you to get out of this Roman holiday!
You see, the grandest of dreams was within my reach. A fairy tale castle, one fit for an empress, where I could recline in palatial comfort, be waited on hand and foot for the rest of my life. It's what I deserve. And the things I stooped to, everything but the shirt off my back was gambled away trying to make that dream a reality. Then Monokuma unveils his mountain of cash and all I could think was jackpot. So close I could almost taste it. Such a tragedy. Why must dreams tease us so mercilessly?
How can you be so calm about all this? For crap's sake, you're about to be executed! Aren't you terrified?
Oh, I imagine deep down I'm absolutely paralyzed with fear, but there again you have my talent. I'm so good at deceiving everyone else, deceiving myself is child's play. In a previous life, I'm sure I had to have been Marie Antoinette.
So you're, familiar with execution?
Best of luck, though I know it's hollow coming from me. Maybe dreams aren't so merciless. But no, now is a cruel time for epiphanies. Farewell, everyone. In another life, perhaps we'll meet again.
She hid it right under our noses.
I'm just glad it's okay.
That's one problem solved.
So, when you were off by yourself, what were you investigating?
I told you not to worry about it.
Yeah, well, for your information, I was worried about you. Like I was saying, you practically vanished.
I get it. It's okay. Frankly, in your shoes, I'd think I was the mole too. You're perfectly right to be suspicious.
What? But I'm not. I'd follow you into battle. I trust you so much.
Not a very wise thing to say.
So what? We're friends, aren't we? I trust you. I'm just hoping you'll return the favor.
Trust, huh? Very well then. Perhaps it's not unwise to see where this will lead us. Listen to me carefully. When off on my own, I came across a room. Specifically, the boys' restroom on the second floor. No cameras, no monitors. Look for the storage closet. And check the back wall.
Holy crap, she was right. You must not leave this place. What? It can't be. Tell me I'm dreaming. It's all gone? Whatever's happening, please. What the hell? What's going on?